All right, thank you very much, Megan. Okay, you germaphobes, you know who you are, Mickey Ferguson. Should you keep using this stuff or not? UAB nutritionist Dr. Beth Kitchen joins us. We're looking at some new research, and we have had conflicting research on these. So that's the question. I mean, should we use them or not?
Well, what we're talking about here, Mike, and everybody might have seen the headlines about the FDA banning certain ingredients in some of these germ-killing soaps and products that are out there. Right. We actually talked about this back in 2013, when the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, started to get concerned about some of the ingredients that they were starting to see in these antibacterial soaps. Manufacturers were actually, and are still actually, putting antibiotics in these soaps to kill germs, they say. Now, that can be problematic because, first of all, everyone's heard of antibiotic resistance, where if germs are exposed to antibiotics, it kills a lot of them, but then the resistant ones rise up and become very powerful, and you develop this whole army of super germs that are then resistant, and you can't kill them. It's make a great series. The other problem is that some of these can act as what they call endocrine disruptors, so they can get into your body and start messing with your body chemistry. Now, these are not necessarily dangerous. These are just sort of, you know, speculative dangers that these could pose. So back in 2013, the FDA said to the soap makers, show us these are safe, do some studies, show us they're safe, show us that they actually do work better than regular soap at getting rid of germs, and we'll let you keep them. Fast forward 2.5 years later to today, no studies. The manufacturers really didn't do what the FDA asked them. So the FDA said, hammer's coming down. You can't use this list of 19 ingredients anymore. Okay, so that's the story.
Yeah, because they say right here, it kills 99.99% of germs.
Now, it turns out that what you're holding, though, is hand sanitizer. And all that is rubbing alcohol. So that's not going to be affected because that does not have any antibiotics in it. That's just rubbing alcohol, kills the germs flat out. You're not going to produce any antibiotic resistance, and it's not an endocrine disruptor.
They do have to remove that. I understand that there used to be petroleum products in here, right? And
they have had to change some of those, So if you're a hand sanitizer fan, you're fine. If it's just straight old rubbing alcohol. So look at the ingredients. Now, the other thing is the FDA, they're saying you have to take these ingredients out, so we as consumers aren't going to have to worry about it.
All right, but now the soaps, I grew up on lava soap. I know some of you did too. It was fine. I'm healthy as I can be right now, you know, so.
Washing the soap in water is actually pretty effective at getting rid of germs. And so that's what the FDA said. So follow those CDC instructions, wash thoroughly, and then if you want to follow up with some hand sanitizer after you've shaken somebody's hand that you just saw sneeze, you know, that's a great way to go. So the antibacterial soaps, you'll still see some around. There are some safe ingredients that they'll be putting in them, but you're going to see some changes there.
And if you're just scared to shake hands, you can always do this. Boom.
Fist bump.
Right there. Dr. Beth K, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
7:51.